And I go in there to use the ATM, and the ATM don't even work with this card. Like, everything, when you broke, everything just fucked up. Why don't the plasma center just pay you cash? It's like I just donated plasma. Y'all ain't really giving me nothing anyways. Then it's gonna cost me money and more effort and energy and time to get the money off the card, when y'all could just pay cash and I could just leave out the door and handle business. So now I gotta drive on a flat to another ATM and hope that one works. This is just bullshit. Damn. So, another gas station. Which is another 20 minutes. Driving 2 miles an hour. Dude, I don't believe this. If I gotta do all this, I might as well take my ass to McDonald's and get me something to eat. We gonna switch. We gonna switch. Right, you might as well go to McDonald's and get something to eat. Dawg, that is nuts. Mess around, get pulled over, doing all this extra driving. So the junkyard was right there. So my plan was, because I can't use the debit card there. So my plan was to go to the gas station that's closest by the junkyard so I could get cash. That way I could leave the gas station and just, be right next door to the junkyard, basically. Give them the cash, get me a donut, ride out. At least I can drive normally now. But this gas station that I prepared to go to, I can't even use the card to get cash out. So now my whole plan is fucked. So now I gotta go past the junkyard to another find another ATM, which is far as hell, just to come all the way back. Like, damn, man. Donating plasma and putting the money on the card, that's dumb. I'm doing all this extra driving just to get the money off the card, and I done wasted all my gas. Dog, that shit is bogus. Damn, just pay cash. Damn, I can't believe this. 3 hours wasted of riding around trying to get the money off the card. I'm on a flat going 2 miles an hour. I go to Walgreens on 76. Boom. They closed. All right. Then spend another hour driving to the Walgreens on 91st. Get there. Oh, sorry, we closed early. I'm like, damn. Then try to get to Walmart. Do it. This shit takes so long. By the time I get to Walmart, they closed. So I'm like, damn. Then drive back all the way here. It's just like, dude. Right, they just gave a motherfucker cash. I could have just drove straight to the junkyard and been good. And I would have still had my gas. Then I'm on the side of the road. I'm going to mess around and flatten one of the other tires, doing all this extra driving because I got to be on the shoulder. And there's all type of glass and shit over here. There's the junkyard right there. And they talking about $60 for a tire. That's what the shop charge. Hell no. So it's just all messed up. But here we go. We bouncing down the road. All because of a tire. All because being broke. This how it is when you broke. I'm broke, but I got hope. I know I'm going to fucking McDonald's, and I hate eating McDonald's. But I'm so hungry, man, because I can't just maneuver around like normal. Like, when you rolling on a flat, the shortest trip is, you know, seems like eternity and shit. You know what I'm saying? The shortest trip. It's like me going from that gas station to another gas station. This shit gonna take 20 minutes. And my gas was at 24 2 minutes ago. Now it's at 22. So by the time I get there, I'm gonna need gas again. Like, damn. And you can't get gas with the plasma card. You can't swipe it like that. So, dude, $5 fee. So I'm missing $5. That could have been breakfast. So I'm just losing. Just wake up losing. Damn. Go to sleep losing. Like, this broke shit. It's depressing. But I'm not depressed. I'm just pissed off. It's like, damn. I watched. Like, one day I was on YouTube. And I watched a video. Oh, I'm sorry. And I watched the interview. It was about Tupac. And he was like, I don't know, it's just some evil shit. I'm just cursed. Just some evil shit that just won't let me go. That just won't let me make it. And I was feeling like that because it's like everything I try, I don't even be doing nothing wrong, and it's just like it always goes sour. So let's take my last 3 jobs, for instance. So we'll start first. I'm working at the nursing home. It's mostly women there, attractive women. I go to the nursing home. Now you can wear what you want. So at the time, you know, like when I do have money, I dress real nice. You know what I'm saying? At least I think so. But I dress nice. So I go in there, and the women is like, you know, they real, like, look like I would be some eye candy to them the way they was acting. But I'm just keeping it cool though. I'm respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. And I'm not getting at nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to no, like, I'm talking to them if they come talk, but I'm not like going in there, you know, like getting at the girls trying to do them up, even though, you know, that's probably what I want to do, you know? But I'm gonna just focus on the business here. So one day I go to work. This was probably like my 3rd day. And it's a black lady there. She probably like in her 40s, late 40s. So I'm sitting there waiting for my manager to come get me. And it's a black lady. We not in the same department. Nothing, like we walk past each other, but our positions don't really require us to talk. So she say it just like this. Can I help you? So I look at her and I say just like this. No. And I said no because no, you can't help me. I'm sitting here waiting for my manager, so I don't need help. I'm not lost with nothing. And then you in a whole nother department that it don't even coexist with my position here. So you can't help me. So I say no. And I didn't say no like with an attitude. I ain't say like, no. I just looked at her and just said no. So she like, you got me messed up. You know, she started doing all that. So I'm just looking at her quiet, just standing there looking at her. And she like, he gonna disrespect me and all, jumping around and all type of shit. So I'm like, okay, this lady is nuts. So she leave her position, go tell my manager, So my manager come back and was like, what happened? So I tell her. And she like, yeah, okay, before I talked to you, I kind of asked the people that was standing around, and they pretty much said what you said. And I was like, I didn't disrespect her. She was like, no, that's what they said. They said you said no because, like, it was like neutral, like no, because you didn't feel that she could help you with something. So I'm like, yeah, that's what it was. So she like, okay. She like, well, that lady, she probably just bitter, or she might like you, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but she like, we just gonna try to ignore her while you here. Let's just, keep it cool. I'm like, bet. So this other lady that I'm working with come back a few days later, and she like, yeah, that lady she salty at you for what you did. She felt like you did her bogus. So she said she finna try to get you fired. She said, you got to be up out of here. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So about a week later, I get called in the office. And they say, basically they said, she said that I approached her sexually, whipped out my private parts on her, and not only did I do this with her, but with a few other women. So she went and put this bogus story on me, but she also got a few other women that work in the building with her to say I did the same thing to them. So I'm sitting in the office with these two white guys, and they telling me this, and I'm like, you gotta know that this ain't true. I'm like, if you want to fire me, that's one thing, but to have me go out like this, you know that's not true. So they like, we gotta let you go. So boom, I lose that job, can't make money no more. Okay, so that was the first incident. So I felt like I went to work to do the right thing, and somebody else clipped me and stopped me from making money, which is a way to take care of myself and live a better life. Okay, so some other people messed up my motion. I really didn't do nothing wrong. Okay. So when Tupac say, damn, I feel cursed, like some shit that just won't let me be. Okay, so now let's go to job number 2. So this is about a year later. So now I'm working for this warehouse. It's about my second day here, and I'm going on my lunch break. And when I go out for my lunch break, I realize that I locked my keys inside the van. So I'm like, oh, shoot, here we go again. So my van is parked next to the dock of the warehouse where the truck drivers for the company, bring their trucks in. So there's 2 white guys outside of the trucks, and there's a dog, and they're like talking and playing catch with the dog, throwing the ball, the dog's running, catching the ball. And my van is a few feet away from them. So I come out with like some string, some rope. I'm just going in the job, finding like everything I could like possibly use to get it open quick so that I could still get some food on my lunch break and make it back in time. I didn't want to spend my whole lunch break wasted on trying to break in the van and get it unlocked. So I come out with a few things, try it don't work. I go back in the building. I come out with another set of items, try it don't work. I go back in the building. I come out with a few more items, try it, and I'm sitting there fiddling with it. So they're seeing this the whole time. So they walk past me to go into the building. So on the way past me, now my back is turned, I'm fiddling with, the door, trying to get it open. I hear a voice say, just like this, it says, "What you gonna come out with next?" Now, we both work for the same company. I don't know these guys. It's my first time seeing them. Never said hello. This is just the comment they make while they see me here struggling. So I look up, turn around, and I see the two white dudes walking in the building. So I'm like, oh, y'all. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, y'all want to try to mess with me because you see I'm in a bad situation? Oh, that's like you trying to pick with me, trying to be slick. So I say, oh, what I'm going to come out with next? I'm going to come out with your mama next. So they both turn around and look at me crazy as hell. Then I say, no, better yet. You know what? I'm going to come out with your B next. The B word. So then they look at me real crazy. So then I start laughing. And I'm like, I guess I had the better joke. I'm like, that's what you get for trying to talk junk to me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even done nothing to you. So I turn around, finish doing what I'm doing. They go in the building. I get the van unlocked. Boom. Finish my shift. I come back to work the next day. Same two white dudes is in the building. I don't see them outside. I see them in the warehouse. They was like making pallets. So, I look at them. They look at me. We don't exchange words. Nothing like that. So then halfway through my shift, I get the manager say, hey, you got a phone call. So it's like an HR person. And they like, did you have an incident with somebody at the job? And I'm thinking, I know this ain't what I'm saying. So I'm like, I tell them about the situation with the white dudes. So they like, well, they said that, you were mean to them. You've been looking at them crazy. You're making it uncomfortable. So I'm like, they went and said this after they started it. So I said, wait, they still here. I said, no, if it's finna go down like this, I'm finna go holler at them. Hold on, I gotta order this McDonald's.